record on this. All right, thank you so much. I will start my presentation now. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we'll start now. Okay. Thank you so much. Before I start my presentations, I would like to thanks to EdChange Globals, Mr. Eric and Deb, for giving me this such golden opportunity and wonderful platform to be here to share with you all about my topic, that is remote learning in under-enrolled school. It's like same topics like previous year, but in different way now. Okay, so I would like to start my presentation with this wonderful quote. Once destination is never a place, but a new ways of seeing things. This quote is closely related to my experience when I serving in an under-enrolled school because of uh, because I learned a lot of new things, especially a new way of seeing things that normally people don't want to see. Because serving in an under-enrolled schools, it changes a lot. It changed my perspective and it changed my attitude. How to serve as a normal uh, educators beside of serving in city school. So before of that, without further ado, I would like to introduce my school. This is my school. My school's located at kampung areas, which means rural areas, located in North Perak and North Malaysia, and it only consists of 27 students per school, and it consists of 7 dedicated teachers, including principals, and mostly are like young teacher and young principals because we need a lot of young energy to bring a transformations to these schools. Okay, we are categorized as under enrolled school because we consist of less than 30 students, but in such way, as you can see in the pictures, we are still in like how we call that, all modern buildings, and only have one block of building only, consists of 6 graders. Yeah, so any activity we just like having our activities around these areas and sharing keys. So you may look it like a packed areas, but it's not. It's, it is a very how is called that, a very fun areas to do, because like although it's packed, but we enjoy it. So let me share some beautiful drawing for my kids. Due to some contextual challenges and factors, nowadays in Malaysia, we're having like school tentatively closer, school closure tentatively due to the pandemic. So we need to carry on our duty as an educator. So I'm teaching the arts of subject. So I asked the student to prepare their arts in digital form. So this is their digital ways, and this is one of the student artworks. They use the digital arts to paint it and to show their dreams. Actually, this is the, because after we have like a virtual field trip to the zoo. So in here is like bebas mimpimu di angkasa, warnai bintang di jiwa. This is in Malay words, meaning that unleash your dreams, although it's like in the skies. So, but we color the star in your heart, meaning that we can have our dreams, but we need to like make ourselves happy to achieve it. So although we are limited to the context, such context with lack of financial problem, with lack of like uh, resources, but we still can carry on these some activities nicely and fun in a fun way. So this is one of the, for your informations, we last year in previous year we showed that we carry out the Minecraft project, but in this year in 2020 we achieved actually we achieved a lot of things with the students. It's not only me, with the student. We use the Minecraft as everybody use, but we like managed to get ourselves to participate in the build challenge from Minecraft officially. And fortunately, Minecraft do recognize my student words, and they show the video, they share the video, they share the words with the globals, how actually we can use Minecraft in Malaysia, especially in Malaysia, to show the Malaysia culture. This is one of the blog entry from month. Actually, we have achieved 12 Minecraft build challenge, and we managed to get recognized by Minecraft. And this is one of the challenge. I remember that in March 2020, the global facing like a total lockdown, and everything is shut down. Everything was shut down. So the Minecraft come up with one themes that how to use the Minecraft to create your future bedroom. So I put out my initiative. I share with my students. So we're having like close interactions over the demographic factors. So the student create this. They create their learning space in the box, like using the open room concept. It create like their own playing grounds, like their own cameras, their own like audio rooms, video rooms, their playing grounds. So they build up by block to displays their library, their future bedroom, their kitchen, and their open space concept. And for your information, their gym room, their bedroom. And for your information, they just like visualize it in the Minecraft by referring to the interior designs that they can search in Google. This surprised me that I don't even think that they can do such things, but they do it collaboratively. They do it collaboratively. They share whatever they think and they present to me. And finally, they just like capture all the things and put it up in a video and show to me. This is their project. This is their project. So I make our decision. I share with Minecraft, and Minecraft just like wow. Uh, why they can do that in such way? They are so interested in how actually Minecraft can be used in teaching and learning, especially in Malaysia context. So this is some of the things they do. After all, we get
Can
inside.
I ask you a question quickly?
Yep, sure.
What grade students did that project?
Sorry, pardon.
What grade students did that project? Like
What
how old
grades?
were they?
Okay. This is like in Malaysia we have like grade one, grade two, grade three will be like lower primary, and then grade four, grade
Mhm.
five, grade six will be upper primary. So this is the upper primary project, because in Malaysia we have like RBT, meanings that we have like uh, art and technology, computer science class, so that they need to come up with a project to show that they finish up like a final year project. So in March we having like lockdown, so we can do anything, so we make it like in online. So I find in Minecraft very interesting and very popular, and it suit my student needs, because before that they play Minecraft in Android in their handphone. So I changed that. I giving the chance to structure them to back to the education purposes. So this is like upper primary project, meaning that year 4, year 5, and year 6. Yeah,
Really, they did some really good work. Really
yeah,
good work.
year 4, year 5, and
Yeah,
year 6, we consist of 12 students. Only 12
it's
students.
very impressive. I
Yeah,
can't build anything in Minecraft, and these look like exquisite designs. So they're to be commended for their hard work. It looks good.
absolutely.
Yeah, this is like 2 weeks projects, because they need to share devices, because most of them don't have proper devices. Because like as you know, we can build these such things in our handset, but it like kind of troublesome, because like they have need to play some sort of that. So they share the devices, they share the computers from from a village to another village, from house to another house. So it's kind of amazing work they did. So let me progress. Okay, afterwards we start. The lockdown was continued, and then we start to use Canva. As you know, we Canva we can do a lot of amazing posters. So we start to teach the students to use Canva to plan a models like STEM work. So this is volcano models. So they build up from the recycled materials. They learn to like in these programs we are not in this remote learning program we are not aiming on how they are doing their work. We need them to like express themselves to tell the audience, the other students, what steps that we can use. So it's kind of like a step ahead is like into the metacognitive level. They are not just like learning, okay, I jamming up all the things together, but they need to express, they need to like how you say, they present their words, their steps. So there's a step one, what they are going to do, step two, what are going to do, step three, what are going to do, and the end of this, you will achieve this volcano. So they're preparing their step and they're preparing their videos so that they can share with the communities. They can share with the committee, they share in the Facebook, they share in the YouTube about what they are going to do. So it's like they are presenting the works to me. They are presenting the work. So this is like a per learning method. So they are presenting, each group will have different projects. So one group of it will be do the volcanoes. After they do, they'll share with other groups. Okay. So after all, we have jammed up, gather all the material, gather all the resources. We start to like giving up sharing sessions. Fortunately we managed to get one school from Taiwan, so we start off like global learning connection with the Taiwan schools and with uh, from US, but from US we need to record, we need to put it as recorder because we have like 12-hour difference, so we put it as recorded. But in Taiwan, it's like a same time at the same time. So we do like a global connection between 4 different schools. And then we share our culture. We share like student seminars. Although my students cannot speak well in Mandarin, but I think it's a great chance for them. As well as to me, I cannot speak my English very fluent, but it need take some courage. It need take some confidence to secure out. Okay, so we start to do that connections. Actually we travels because like I cannot bring my students along with me to go to other countries, but I do can bring the countries into my classroom. So I start to use that concept. I bring the Taiwan. I start to have a connection with the Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines. We start in the Asian country first. Afterwards, we move out from the Asian country. We start with Brazil. We start with the Americas, and so on. But we need to train our English as well. Okay. Afterward, after such thing, we comes up with one of this scavenger hunt. We go loud. We start the project below, and we communicate. No. We're having a collaboration with 2 company, Fidelis and Microsoft Malaysia. We start to do the digital escape room. Engage more than 5,000 students, including my students. My student will be my student were my facilitator, although they are kids, but they are amazing. So we start to do a scavenger hunt, virtual scavenger hunt to engage. So there were 5 rooms. They have to break the rooms. Get the access code and go to another room. But all of this done virtually through online. So it's a great experience for me because, and as well as my students, because although we get floated by questions or how to do that, how to do so, but it's like kind of a great experience to us to entertain all the questions, to learn about the communication skill. So these are the things. Other things from that, beside that, we also do like Bouncy Work. We carry out this 14 days challenge, 14-day challenge, so that they have the challenges embedded in the Bouncy, and then we share it out. So inside here, we not only learn the mathematics, we learn science, we learn a lot of things. This is the kind of thing that we can do. Besides of we are doing this challenge, 49 challenge with Banzi, but we also can do it in PDF form. Just embedding all the links, but it kind of need some extra work to prepare it. And this is the things. Station 1, Station 2, Station 3, Station 4. So that beside of carry out the large scale of digital escape room, so we start with a small programs with like a Banzi escape room. We having get like Station 1, Station 2, Station 3, and final destinations. So after they break all the rooms, they will come to final destinations. Okay. And then we also add smashing the Minecraft and Kahoot. So inside the Minecraft, we set it up like a rooms, like a wall, so that they needs to break up all the tasks. They need to finish all the tasks to get the password for the Kahoot, so that they learn something, they play Kahoot, and through this we can have our assessment. Okay, this is like our new project. We are participate in the Malaysia International and Entrepreneurship and Social Sciences competitions. So we build out using the we do our session, discussion section through the Google Meet, and we put all the material in the Microsoft PowerPoints, and they learned about using the visual, how we saw that, VBA, visual based application. They learn about coding, basic coding inside the Microsoft PowerPoint. So they build up their materials, and their materials will be used by their juniors. Okay, will be used by their juniors in the next year. So these are things that we can do. And that's all from me. Thank you so much. I hope you can you enjoy this session with me. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric and Deb.
So I have a question for you.
Yep. Thank you.
First of all, thank you for your presentation. It was excellent. All the projects you talked about, you've done in the last year?
No, last year and this year. It's like continuous.
Well, since
year,
like
yeah.
March of 2020, you've done all these projects?
Yep. Since March, it's not actually since March 2020. It's like since 2020, but consistently, if accident, no, unfortunately, we're having a lockdown in March. So the planning will come from the physical form, and then have to transform into virtual. So I done all the projects since March 2020 until now. It's still carrying on. Yeah.
So first of all, they're really impressive. Number one, you should be really proud of the work that your students have done. Number one. And number two, I noticed, and I think this is a testament to your work, you get a lot of people writing about the work that you do. Like I noticed there was something on food, there was something on Minecraft, the last one had like something, and I just want to commend you for that, because I think one thing I'll speak for myself personally that I don't do is I don't write a lot or I don't promote a lot what I do in the classroom. I sort of do it indirectly, but clearly you're doing really good work if so many outside organizations are recognizing the work that you and your students have done. And I think you should be really quite proud of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And yourself.
It's true, I'm proud of my student, but it's not true. I'm proud of myself.
Well, you should be.
You should be.
Because I'm not doing such thing purposely. For first of all, frankly speaking, I'm not doing this purposely because I do believe everyone deserves their learning opportunities. Because my schools is far apart of away from the city school, about an hour from the cities. So most probably they're having like low internet connections. And I would like to share one incident with you all. It's true incidents. When I brought them out of their villages, out of their schools to the cities, and they feel shocked because of the escalator. Yeah, they never thought of the stage can move automatically like the escalator, and they're afraid of getting inside the lift because in their life they never have lived in 12 years. So I need from that incident is like surfing like a starting point for me to make a difference. The difference is not like maybe a small step, but that small step stimulate them and bring impact to them. So maybe like I bring up the other school. So because they don't have the connection with other school, although in the locally or regionally or globally. So it's a good thing we having the digital technology to connect through Skype, WhatsApp call, and everything's like it's cheap, it's free, but it needs some times and commitment only for me lah. So I'm proud because of like Micra, Bouncy, and Kahoot not recognize their things, and they do like helping a lot, helping a lot, giving me a lot of advices so that I can do more battles and battles. Mm-mm. Thank you, Mr. Eric. Thank you.
I think you're doing an awesome job. And I wrote down several things you said. I might end up using some of them in the closing session if you don't care.
Okay.
But I think for you, it might be a small step, but that's huge for your students. If they've never been in a lift, that's a scary thing, or they've never been on an escalator, but you're showing them those small steps. And while it might seem small to you or to us, it's not small to them, it's huge. And I like what you said, where that's the stepping stone to bigger steps. And
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the work you're doing. And I'm with Eric. You should be proud of yourself because you are going above and beyond to give your students the best that you can. And
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for you.
Yeah. I hope we can like having our like communications, our relationship will not end here. I hope we can like having a collaboration with Deb and Eric. Maybe some perhaps you can meet my kids to giving them
I
because
would love that.
they don't like have such chance to communicate beside of their neighborhood. Because beside of their neighborhood. So I do think we can have like connections after this so that our relationship does not end here.
I
You
love
know,
that. I think that's perfect.
I
Sorry,
teach
Eric.
like older students, like 17, 18 years old, and they would love it. Last year, they worked with second graders in Sydney, Australia, and they were like big sisters to the second graders. So I think like we don't go back to school for another month and a half, but I know if I ask them, they will be the first ones to say, yes, let's do something. So I think my other suggestion too, and I don't think you really need any suggestion from me, but there's so many people in this conference that if you said to them like, listen, I want to build this like global collaboration network of students, people would jump on the bandwagon in no time flat. They would be really excited to do it. So you can count us in from New York City. I know some schools